Hey guys, Holly here from Crystal Creek Studios. I know it's been a while since I did a tutorial and I'm sorry about that. It's just been really hectic here. Winter set in, I've been having to sew horse blankets and do all this stuff getting ready for winter and school and finals, or technically Ames finals. And so yeah, but this is just going to be a short mini tutorial on pasteling. The supplies you'll need is you'll need either matte finish or fixative. I would prefer matte finish. You can get it at Walmart. It's called Crayon Matte Finish. It's like $2 or something. Not very expensive. You'll need a horse which is primed and all ready to go. You will also need your pastel sets like this one here. Now there's two ways that you can get the pastel from the pastel stick to your horse. You can either rub it off by doing this, just taking like your Q-tip or something. I prefer Q-tips because they're soft and they will not ruin the primer if you decide to get a little bit harsh. And it's softer and you can get more control. But like I said, you just take your Q-tip and rub it on the pastel stick and start putting it on the horse in a circular motion or up and down, depending on which way you want to go. But I like to go in a circle first, and then I like to go up and down afterwards to get all the little nooks and crannies. And then when you get your first coat of pastel on, like I'm going to be doing this chestnut here, so I would be doing the first highlighter, or the first highlights of the horse's coat. That would be this goldish yellow color. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not. Here. Okay. You would start with this first goldish yellow color, which would be the base coat. Then you would spray your horse and put this coat on, like so. And then after that, you would put this coat on if you wanted like a really red chestnut. But if you don't really want a red chestnut, then you go to the next color, which would be more of a lighter chestnut color. And then you put your next color after that. But as you go, you put this one first, then put this one, then mix this one with this one. And if you don't want this one, then mix that one with that one, or this one with this one, because if you don't want that one. But if you do want this one, then mix this one and this one, then put this one on by itself, then mix this one and this one together, then mix this one by itself, then put this one and this one, and then you get the point. But I will go ahead and put the first layer of this color on this horsey, go spray her, and then I will be back in a couple minutes, okay? Alright, so I have my horse sprayed with the matte finish, and he really stinks at this point because the matte finish smells like heck. But let me move the camera in. Okay, so here he is, and he has his first layer of yellowy cream color on him. Okay, now that's his base coat. Now, whew, boy does he smell. That is his base coat of horse's colors. So if you got a chestnut, if you were to shave him off, he'd be really gold for a while. Because the undercoat of a horse's, especially a chestnut, is actually more of a yellowy cream color if you shave it off and then let it grow back. So our next step is going to be picking up our next color in our pastel, which would be this goldy brown color. And then I'm going to have my Q-tip, and then you want to leave some highlights on your horse. If you're going by a reference photo, go by that. But a lot of time, the highlights of a horse are along the underside of the belly, along his neck, above his shoulder, his arm, his back legs, his face, things like that. So basically, we just come in here like this, and you put just this very light goldy cream color just around where that area is of his highlights. So you continue to do this like so, and then when you get done with that, brush away all the bits. You can either use a fluffy brush like this and just go fluff, 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 or You can just wipe it off with another Q-tip. Now, like I said in the first part of the video, is that there's another way that you can put pastel dust onto your horse. Now, that is to take the pastel dust and shave it into powder and put it on that way. But the reason why I don't like doing that anymore is because when you do that, the pastel dust gets everywhere. You waste a lot of it because it goes all over your plate, it goes all over the floor, and you don't really have a lot of control of what you're doing. Now, if I wanted to mix colors, I would have to do that. But since I'm not mixing colors, I'm just taking it directly off the chalk pastel stick. And this works really well because I get only a certain amount at a time and not just a whole bunch and then clob it onto the horse. And I'm able to work with it. Now, I'm just going along where I want this golden color to be. Now, this guy's gonna have 3 white socks, I believe. I don't remember. Letters are on here somewhere. This is a commission horse, so I'm following a commission order. But he's going to be a chestnut with Polaris's blaze and 3 white socks. So, yeah. Okay. So, just keep doing this and go along, like, down the belly, over here, up along the neck, down here, over his legs, his face, down his back legs. You're basically just doing this to, and then dust the bits away. You're basically doing this to give the horse some depth. Now, this is what I would call the basic layers of your pastel. You know, this is just the very first part of what you're going to do. And when I'm done with this horse is probably going to have, what, like 20, 30 layers on him. And that's how much it takes to put pastel dust onto a horse. And this takes a lot of time. And I will be using this horse, I hope, in a photo shoot for there's a contest in the Just About Horses magazine that Breyer releases, and I just got the new one. And there's a contest in there for show jumping. And I thought I would use this guy in the picture. So that's why I need to get him done. So anyways, when you get this done, spray your horse again with the matte finish and continue on with each of your layers. And then when you get to your dark brown color, only put it up on his back. So you just want to put it up just, you know, a little bit to get him some depth. But don't put it up anywhere under his belly. You can put it right here on the front of his knees, around his eyes, so forth. But you don't want to put it anywhere other than that. Okay? So that was just a very quick mini tutorial on how to pastel. And that's basically all I do. Now remember, guys, wear your dust mask. You don't want to be caught without it, because if you breathe dust, pastel dust in, it can seriously do some damage. So make sure you wear your pastel dust mask, and make sure you wear a mask when you go outside to spray, and make sure you're totally prepared. And then when you're done with this, you can paint his hooves, eyes, mane, everything, and then give his eyes and hooves some real sheen to it by using glazing medium. So yeah, that's basically it. If you guys have any questions, let me know.